The most famous painter in the world died thinking he was a failure. Van Gogh was born to the Netherlands. His father was a minister, and he was very close to his brother, Theo van Gogh. Their relationship grew and deepened across their lifetimes. Van Gogh started on many paths. One was being a minister like his father. This early painting of a Bible was important to him. He tried teaching, being a missionary. None of them stuck, and painting was what he was connected to. The early paintings are dark, gritty, and heavy. He painted the peasants he was living with. His potato eaters focused on the harsh reality of peasant life. He moved around some and eventually made his way to Paris. He discovered Japanese art, and he encountered the Impressionists. His palette transformed, and his brushwork started to loosen. But eventually Paris overwhelms him, so he heads to the south of France, to Arles. This yellow house is where he lived for a time, and his subject matter expanded. He was chasing the light, and he was developing his unique painterly style. This portrait of his bedroom is a wonderful representation of his life, the simple objects and portraits of his family on the wall. He met Paul Gauguin, a fellow artist, and they had the idea to move in together and start an art colony. These were two strong personalities, yet they pushed each other artistically. Van Gogh wanted to represent reality and rejected symbolism. Gauguin embraced it and encouraged Vincent to expand his palette. This tension caused Vincent van Gogh's mental health to deteriorate, and the famous incident of the ear took place. This newspaper article describes his self-mutilation, where he cut off his ear with a razor blade. Gauguin quickly moved out, and Van Gogh was checked into a mental asylum. Once he started to recover, he asked for his paints, and he was allowed to paint within the gardens of the asylum. He started to paint relentlessly. It's out of this period we get one of his most well-known paintings, Starry Night, that swirly testament to the night sky. He was looking out of the bars of the asylum, and he saw the village below and the beautiful stars in the sky, with a dazzling moon. Once he was released, he went back to his favorite subject matter, people planting, scenes from the village, for example, this church, and he took on these wonderful flowing landscapes where bright strokes of color were interspersed next to each other. He made portraits of the people that he knew, for example, the postman, and the famous sunflowers came around this time. Vincent had a spiritual connection to the landscape, and you can see it in his paintings, and we feel it as viewers. I see him as an artist who is hypersensitive. He sees color in a different way from the rest of us. At the age of 37, he took his own life. His story makes him an artist that you should know. Please like and subscribe, and check out my work at RainerShineStudios.com. Thank you for the likes, follows, and subscribes. The best way to support my channel is to go to my website at RainerShineStudios.com and consider buying an original work of art, a print, or a sticker. Thank you for supporting my channel.